Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jewish Week Online. Today, we're checking out the book, Practical Job Search Assistance for Practical Job Seekers. This is a very interesting book because it helps those in need to find the job of their dreams. Let's meet the author. In this age, it's really difficult to get a job. You've been helping thousands of people try to find the right job. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your book.
Well, I've been working in the field for 7 years helping professionals to find employment. This is one of the most difficult times that we've seen. I wanted to take my 7 years of experience of having worked with professionals one-on-one, facilitating workshops, and also posting to my blog, but really reach a wider audience. So I took all of my experiences and I recently published Lion Cub Job Search, Practical Job Search Advice for Practical Job Seekers.
And, there's so many different ways where people can try to get their jobs, either through personal connections, the internet now. What has been some of your successes in dealing with the evolution of job searching?
There are many different ways to find jobs, as you mentioned, but each way has to be utilized most effectively. Otherwise, it's like trying to eat a steak with a plastic knife and fork. It could be done, but with much difficulty. So one of the ways often quoted when looking for a job is somebody will say, you have to network. Network, network, network. Many of us find that to be a frustrating response. Why? Because we know that friends and family members might be able to help us find a job. We might have asked them and they've done all they can, but it's reached a conclusion. Through the book, we explore ways where you can do so more effectively, to leverage your networks, to connect not only to friends and family members, but colleagues, former professionals that you know, classmates as well, but then learn who they know through such sites as LinkedIn.com and learn how to most effectively leverage that.
Right. And as I was reading your book, I learned a lot about different ways to really effectively connect to employers. Let's go into one of your chapters about using the internet effectively, because everyone is using the internet, and sometimes people think it's like a black hole. Let's talk about the LinkedIn, because that's like a great site that really is transforming the way that we're using social networking to get the job of your dreams. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I really like that part in your book.
Sure. I'm glad you mentioned a black hole. I call it emails to the abyss, because you're sending something out there and very often not getting a response. Yes, LinkedIn is one of the most essential tools today in order to find a job. If you haven't been on LinkedIn or have only signed up and not utilized it fully, it's the professional version of a social networking site, for example, MySpace or Facebook. So instead of connecting to your friends and somebody that you met recently in a restaurant or something like that, it's connecting to professional colleagues. The key aspect of the site is not only to connect to the people that you know, but it allows you to help to see who they know. Oftentimes we'll ask somebody for help, but we're just guessing. We don't know who they actually know. Through this site, you are able to learn who they know and most effectively leverage that.
Mm-hmm. What are some mistakes you've seen over the years of people trying to apply for jobs?
Some of them are very well intentioned. For example, somebody might sign up for a resume writing service and have a polished resume and even cover letter, but they're sending the same resume and cover letter for every job, perhaps changing the job title on the cover letter and where they saw the job posting, but it's the same message. Think of it like this. Does a large corporation have the same advertisement regionally as they do internationally? Do they have the same ad in a TV program as they would in a radio show? No. It'll be a similar message, but it will change relative to the audience. So you have to think of your job search as a marketing approach, a direct advertisement in order to increase your response rate.
And it's basically like you are your best advertising. So it's really through your family connections, it's through your research, it's through your social networking. To maneuver in the job world, it's difficult, but you have to portray the best image for yourself.
From today on, empower yourself. Many times we feel rudderless or we feel disenfranchised, disconnected from what's going on. If you can take a targeted approach to your job search and determine what industry you'd like to work in, what particular job you'd want to work in, you can fully explore all of the opportunities there, as opposed to saying, I need a job, let me apply for everything. To be everywhere gets you nowhere. So target what you want to do.
What would you tell the audience, your 3 tips to getting the best job?
Okay. Create a targeted approach. Make sure your message resonates at every step of the way for that audience. So when you apply for the job, write the resume and the cover letter, when you go on the interview, when you send a thank you note, make sure that it's not something generic, even something generic but well written, but something specifically targeted for the position. Spend the time on LinkedIn, not only signing up for the site and connecting with other people, but build up your profile. When somebody looks at your profile, well, what are they learning about you? What message are you sending out there? And third, use more dynamic websites. If you've seen an ad for the website during the Super Bowl, many other people have as well. So although it is possible, it's a very small chance to get a job from that. Go specifically to industry websites, go specifically to company websites, use sites like Indeed.com, which is a job aggregator for the internet, like a Google for Jobs. And you can search not only by job title, but keywords that would work for you.
That's great. And where can people buy your book?
They can go to Amazon.com and just type in Lion Cub Job Search, or they can go to my blog, which one can Google Lion Cub Job Search blog, or directly lioncubjobsearch.blogspot.com.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.